So you want to buy a seat for your Vulcan S, but you don't know which one to get? Don't worry, I will help you decide. So sit back, relax and enjoy the ride. Hi, I'm Spell and welcome to the channel. On the day I'm recording this video, I'm self-isolating as a friend of mine tested positive for COVID-19 the day after I met him. To be on the safe side, we both took a lateral flow test the morning before meeting and we were both negative. So we were actually being very responsible. But oh well, shit happens, I guess. On the description I'll write if I managed to escape COVID-19 or not. Hopefully I did. Anyway, as I can't leave the house and there is work to be done, I guess I better just crack on with it and bring you this video and some other videos too. This video is about the Coremotorcycle seat and the JN seat, so let's get to it. The question is simple. From the three most famous seat options, which one should you get? A Corbin, a Coremotorcycle, or the stock seat reupholstered? Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to try the Corbin, which is very popular in the US. So this video will be centered between the Coremotorcycle seat and the reupholstered stock seat. In this case, a JN seat. The Coremotorcycle is the Corbin counterpart for us here in the UK and in Europe. In general, it is a very stylish, badass looking and comfortable seat. Not that difficult when you compare it with the Vulcan S stock seat anyway. You can customize it with different logos, colors, stitches and so on. You can see it on my review by clicking here on top. The reupholstered stock seat can take many shapes and forms, so how stylish it is or how comfortable it is will depend on who you choose to do the job and on your personal preference, of course. So in this video, the example of the reupholstered stock seat will be set by the JN seat, which you can see the review here. I will compare them in several different categories: design, comfort, riding position, pillion comfort and cost. Okay, so let's start with the design. The Coremotorcycle seat has a very sleek design, it complements the bike very well and has a very smooth transition between the tank to the seat. I love the slim blacked out look and the pattern on the seat. It really makes the bike stand out. The bike looks sportier, muscular, more badass. The JN seat follows a different approach. It resembles a bit the seat that we most commonly see on big cruiser bikes. It's big and bold. It makes the bike look bigger than what it is, but with that you lose that sportier look. I actually like the way it looks on the bike. The first time I saw it on pictures I wasn't too sure about it, but it actually looks fine. As I said, it makes the bike look a bit bigger than what she really is. You lose, I think, a bit on that sportier look, but on the other hand, you get some extra comfort. And speaking of comfort, when compared with the stock seat, the Core is indeed more comfortable, but it could have been more. Compared with the stock seat, I could ride with it for a little bit longer, but after a while, my tailbone would still hurt. I feel like the Coremotorcycle seat compromises on the comfort side to give you a better looking seat. Going over bumps, potholes or just simply bad road surface was still very uncomfortable. I could feel everything. Anyway, if you plan your rides with lots of stops, you will be fine. On the other hand, if you need to make progress and ride for longer in one go, then you will still feel the pain. The seat does offer a nice lower back support, way more than what the stock seat ever did. On the other hand, the JN seat is, for me, the opposite. It compromises on the design to be able to give you a very comfortable ride. When compared with the stock seat, well, there's simply no comparison to be made here. And when we compare it with the Core, it's day and night difference. The ride is much more comfortable, more what I would expect from a cruiser bike. Just as I said on my video review, the fact that it is much thicker, it helps absorbing some of the bumps on the road, so it doesn't transfer all the energy from the bike to your spine. It also offers a good lower back support. I would say it's pretty much on the same level as the Core. Just like any seat, after a while you still need to take a break. But with the JN seat I can comfortably ride up to 4 hours in one go if needed. Of course by then I would start feeling a bit uncomfortable, so the ideal is to stop just as frequently as I would with the Coremotorcycle seat. The main difference would be that I would never be in pain, and those stops would only be to, enjoy a drink and have a nice chat with a mate. And what about riding position? On the Coremotorcycle seat it is awesome, because it's slimmer, it scoops down quite a bit, you feel like you're sit in the bike instead of on the bike. You feel more connected to it, and because it is lower than the stock seat, for those with shorter legs, this actually helps a bit with that. I found that because it was lower, my arms were at a better position and it pushed me back slightly. Overall, I did enjoy that riding position a lot. On the JN seat side, your riding position is pretty much the same as the stock one. You feel more like as if you are sat on top of the bike, which is fine, but I much prefer the riding position of the Coremotorcycle seat. And what does the Pillion have to say about them? The experience is pretty much the same as the rider. The Coremotorcycle seat is better than the stock seat, but then when you compare it with the JN seat, well, it is just another level. As I said on my review, look at the amount of foam there, it's tall and wide. Awesome! Finally, let's talk about the costs. At the time I paid about £400 for the Coremotorcycle seat, but now they actually have other seat options available. The cheapest Rider plus Pillion seat costs £310 and goes all the way up to £520. The option that matches the one I had costs £415. The JN seat with shipping costs included was £277, so it's a fair bit cheaper than the Coremotorcycle seat. Now, looking at it, let's recapitulate quickly. In terms of design, the Coremotorcycle seat wins it, no doubt about it. Comfort-wise, without a doubt, is the JN seat, it's the best one. Then moving down to riding position, I much prefer the Coremotorcycle seat, and the one that offers better comfort for the Pillion is, without a doubt again, the JN seat. As you can see, it is a tie, at least in my eyes of course, but there is still the price factor. And for me, now it comes down to two things. What do you want from it? Is it just for the looks? Do you take your bike to shows to stay on display while still managing to have a bit more comfort when you ride? If that's the case, spend the extra money and get the Coremotorcycle seat. It simply looks awesome on the Vulcan S. On the other hand, if all you want is to be able to ride in supreme comfort, and if you don't mind to sacrifice a bit on the design, then just go for the JN seat or similar reupholstered seat and save yourself some money. And you do want to know which one I would pick, don't you? Well, I'll tell you. Knowing what I know now, I would sacrifice on the design, save myself some money and get the JN seat. But that's me, and you may prefer to sacrifice on the comfort and get a better looking seat. Anyway, I'm curious too, so which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments below. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and it was useful to you. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, and if you have any questions, write a comment below. Thanks for watching, ride safe, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Goedendag.